But if you talk to a diehard Republican, they say, fuck no, we don't want that shit. We don't, no, they gotta keep on firing. They gotta keep on firing. Fuck however. And then you got this side who are like, no, they gotta fire back. It's like, can you two talk? Because I'm sitting here just listening to you and I don't agree with everything you're saying. I don't agree with everything you're saying. You two talk. Please, talk. And now kiss. I mean, come on, guys. We didn't really want another Scream sequel, right? Just end it. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Yes, Melissa Barrera has been dropped from Scream 7. That's right. She's, of course, starred in the previous 2 Scream movies, and she has been dropped from this one. And a lot of people are like, whoa, I mean, the past 24 hours have been pretty crazy. And then, of course, when we find out why she was the fact that, according to Spyglass, saying that, yes, the reason why we dropped her is because she had anti-Semitic remarks and, you know, all being pro-Palestine. And it's just like, oh, wow, this is really the straw that's going to break the Hollywood camel's back, huh? The Jews really run Hollywood, don't they? Cut that out. And this shouldn't be the case. Anybody should be able to support whatever the hell they want and say whatever the hell they want when it comes to certain things, getting messages out there. And I know that's always never going to sit well with people. I'm a big free speech guy. I'm all about it. Like, hey, say whatever you want and somebody can debate you on it and kind of put, maybe if it's the wrong thing, hey, go ahead and debate that person, perfectly fine. But then, of course, when a lot of the things, like especially in the last decade or so, when it comes to these platforms, everybody always says, you know, like, hey, well, you know, when it comes to Twitter, when it comes to Facebook, when it comes to all this and saying all this stuff, and people get ousted, they go like, well, it's a private company. They could do whatever they want. And then I just kind of go like, well, that's the same thing when it comes to the firing of actors when it comes to a movie. I'm like, well, they could do whatever they want. They're an employer, blah, blah, blah. And then it's just, but then, of course, people pick and choose, I guess. I don't support this. I don't support this at all, even though I've been done with the Scream franchise probably since Scream 3. I think this is ridiculous. I even just trying to find things that she said. I was like, did she post like videos of dead babies? What's going on? I mean, it's very much just like a very much a mystery when they're talking about all this. And I don't know. To me, I was like that. This is not the way to go because I mean, the franchise, even though like I was done with it, people were still enjoying it. It was still making money. And this is just one way to just completely kill the franchise. And, you know, when it comes to Melissa, I mean, let's face it, though. I mean, this might actually be beneficial to her because now she's not going to be locked into as this Scream queen. And now she could just like, hey, hopefully roles will start flying at her and she could get something everywhere else. Just, you know, I just ask, you know, nerds out there, we don't have to just automatically just start casting these people into, you know, throw some tights on them and then throw them into the superhero genre machine, because the superhero genre is kind of, you know, in shambles a little bit right now when it comes to DC and Marvel. So I would say, like, let's not quite do that yet, because I don't think that's the way to go. Let's make sure that's doing well. I would actually want to see her thrive in something where she gets nominated for Academy Award, maybe? So a lot of people were dropping this screenshot when it came to what Melissa was posting when it came to something anti-Semitic, and this obviously doesn't seem that bad at all. She says right here, I've been actively looking for videos and information about the Palestinian side for the last 2 weeks or so, following accounts, etc. Why? Because Western media only shows the other side. Why they do that, I will let you deduce for yourself. Usually the algorithm on social media gets the gist. Well, my Discovered page on IG will only show me videos showing and talking about the Israeli side. Censorship is very real. Palestinians know this. They know the world has been trying to make them invisible for decades. Keep sharing. And I completely agree with that. Keep sharing. But at the same time, I don't know how you can't find videos on the other side. That's the part that always like troubled me when it came to this, because I have a very mixed bag when it comes to my algorithm. Because you have to, you have the ability to change your algorithm a little bit. Just like, don't just take everything that it feeds you. Please don't do that, because it's not going to be good. You actually should seek out. It's pretty easy to find both sides of this complex conflict that's been happening for decades, which a lot of people think they have expertise on it. And it sucks, because I think we all just want peace. We all want the war to the fighting to just stop and cease. We want the ceasefire thing. That's why people are saying that. But if you talk to a diehard Republican, they say, fuck no, we don't want that shit. We don't, no, they gotta keep on firing. They gotta keep on firing. Fuck however. And then you got this side who are like, no, they gotta fire back. It's like, can you two talk? Because I'm sitting here just listening to you, and I don't agree with everything you're saying. I don't agree with everything you're saying. You two talk. Please, talk. And now kiss. But my Twitter timeline, holy crap, is it a mixed bag. I've seen the atrocities from both sides. I've seen the devastation from both sides. It is quite ridiculous. But again, we just get very tribal, especially when it comes to being over here in the States. It always turns to right-left politics. And it's weird, because I always say, like, just watching two different freaking movies. And I'm like, we're never going to resolve this if we, yeah, I get it. Show the atrocities on the opposite side, but also show the atrocities on your side. Jenna Ortega, well, when it came to Jenna Ortega, who was supposed to be appearing in Scream 7 as well, there was always like, it was always kind of interesting when it came to Jenna Ortega. She's in high demand right now. There's Wednesday, there's Beetlejuice. I remember hearing rumors that she might not be able to do Scream 7, but then there was a report that said, oh yeah, they're going to work out the schedule and whatnot. And apparently when it comes to at least the trades that are reporting this, is the fact that they only signed on for 2 movies, and there wasn't exactly a contract for the third movie. But I think it was always like, well, yeah, these movies are still making money, so why not have them? But then, yeah, last night there was a report about that, and then of course it was fully reported today that Jenna Ortega is in fact not going to show up in Scream 7, and yeah, you shouldn't, because they're sisters in the, yeah, it's not gonna work. And good on Jenna Ortega, just drop that. You don't need it. Even Christopher Landon, the director of Scream 7, chimed in with this statement right here. Everything sucks. Stop yelling. This was not my decision to make. Oh boy. And it's true. I mean, he's the director. I mean, he's working for a studio. He can't do anything. A lot of people are like thinking that he should, and it's like, no, he's not. He's not going to make this movie. No way, because obviously they're talking about doing a reboot. And I guess they could do that, or they could just put it to bed. I mean, how many, or just go crazy supernatural and sell the rights to Universal, and then we can have a Ghostface Jason Michael Myers crossover. Melissa has released a statement that came out probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago right here. She says, first and foremost, I condemn anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. I condemn hate and prejudice of any kind against any group of people. As a Latina, a proud Mexicana, I feel the responsibility of having a platform that allows me the privilege of being heard, and therefore I have tried to use it to raise awareness about issues I care about and to lend my voice to those in need. Every person on this earth, regardless of religion, race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic status, deserves equal human rights, dignity, and, of course, freedom. I believe a group of people are not their leadership, and that no governing body should be above criticism. I pray day and night for no more deaths, for no more violence, and for peaceful coexistence. I will continue to speak out for those that need it most and continue to advocate for peace and safety, for human rights and freedom. Silence is not an option for me. This actually might help her career. This controversy might actually help her career. I'm not going to lie. Do I believe that she prays day and night? No. Come on. Seriously, I mean, I get it. We're supposed to champion these people as heroes, but I'm going to go ahead and just say she's not praying day and night. Come on. I mean, you can't just always hold these celebrities just from what they post in public and all the PR stuff as like, oh my God, she's so great. It's like, yeah, I don't think she's actually doing that. I mean, that's a little bit of hyperbole right there, which I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fine. But at least she's come out and said that, yes, she's against anti-Semitism and Islamophobia and all that stuff, because that is happening. That has been accelerated. There's a lot of anti-Semitism out there. There's a lot of Islamophobia out there. There is. There just is. And if you're only seeing one side of it, do yourself a favor and try to fix your algorithm and actually start typing in, start clicking other stuff. Don't just get fed. Don't just get fed, all right? Don't do that. Actually seek it out. Seek it out. Seek out both sides. I'm begging. Susan Sarandon, a veteran in Hollywood, also got like dropped from her agency or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I'm like wondering how much more of this is going to happen. And it definitely should not happen. Should not happen. Okay, I'm a big free speech guy. I've always said that. And I'm just saying, like, hey, if you support something, you support something. And you shouldn't be, it shouldn't be the basis of whether someone can work or not, to be honest. And, you know, of course, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to bring up other examples. And, yeah, it's always like a case-by-case thing. Nobody wants to, if you're actually just going out there going like, hey, you're advocating for violence, that's not the way to go. I don't know. And to sum it all up, guys, I'm just like going, all right. This is probably, I mean, who knows how far this is going to go. Who knows what's going to be happening with Paramount and what they plan on doing with the franchise. They destroyed it. They absolutely destroyed the franchise. And they can't recover from this. Who knows when they're going to be able to recover from this. But, yeah, it's not right. It's not right. This shouldn't have happened, for sure. And, you know, it's not going to benefit the studio, for sure. And do I think that there's going to be more of this? Most likely. There probably is. I mean, this whole thing, this whole conflict in the Middle East and people taking sides when it comes to all this, it's really going to be, it's something that's definitely going to be like shaking up both sides of the whole thing. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And, you know, we could just sit back and just at our computers, eating our Hot Pockets and asking Mom when the laundry's done. And, you know, we could beat the keyboards and support it. But sometimes you just got to go like, well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should see, you know, let's research both sides. And I'm telling you guys, try to you know, that algorithm can really, you know, that algorithm can really be feeding you some things where, you know, you can't just go, well, no, you can't just do that. Sometimes you got to be like, well, wait a minute. I'm kind of tired of, I'm tired of spaghetti. Can I get some veggie? Can I get like something more, you know, different over here? Because, you know, algorithms, man, you know, they could be coming from China. Let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. How you feeling about this? Let me know. I mean, it's a very touchy subject. I mean, I know some people are probably not going to like the things I even said tonight when it comes to this whole situation. It's pretty touchy, but let me know your thoughts about it down below. Subscribe, hit that notification bells, you know, when I'm doing this stuff. Follow me on all the sock mids that are around me. And yeah, guys, let's just peace. It's all about peace. Come on. Talk to you later.